Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day wherever they are. Like I say in all my videos, I'm not responsible if anybody gets hurt. It's just my opinion. I'm here with, hopefully this won't shake too much, my sidekick, Michaela. Hopefully you can see her. So today I'm going to do a tarot reading on the country of Israel. I'm going to try to fix the camera, so it might take me a little bit to fix it. Oops, I don't want it to fall. Sorry about that. Trying to regulate it. Sorry. All right, so like I said, today I'm going to be talking about Israel and what's going on with that. You know, they're having fighting with for years and years. All right. And we're going to ask a bunch of different questions about Israel and the conflict with Iran and what's going on there and the bombings and everything. So I'm going to ask questions and entertainment purposes. So please, I'm going to ask some questions because I like to know what's going on in Israel with the fighting and the bombings and everything. So I might make a part 2 of this video or something to update every couple weeks or something, like, unless something major happens. So please tell me what's going on in Israel. I'm going to make more of a better question. All right. All right. What caused Israel and Iran to fight? Is it because of the land, or was it oil? And like, I'm talking about 50 years in the past. What caused Israel and Iran to have fighting and bickering and the two countries fighting? I know it's over oil and gas, but I want to hear from the point of view, Israel's point of view, the people from Israel. Please tell me what caused them to have fighting with Iran in the beginning of like 50 years ago. So please tell me, people, please tell me what caused the friction with Iran, Israel. Okay, I'm going to do the past and in the past and I'm going to do one of these cards, these animal cards. All right, I'm going to do 5. All right, we'll see what they can tell me. This is the Sun in reverse. I feel like they were acting like children. They felt down. They were upset about having their land taken away. They were all overly optimist, and they have some negative thoughts. Like Israel didn't like Iran, because they're backwards and they are very, they're very backwards, and they always wanted the land, and they were fighting over oil and gasoline, and they were careless on how they treated their people. They're more conservative, even though in a communist country, both of them are. But I think Israel thought that Iran is more, more worse. So I feel like they thought they were being childlike and, wanting to be spoiled and not share the land. And they argued about it. And this is the King of Swords in reverse. I feel like they wanted some power. They wanted the power. They wanted to be quiet about it. They didn't want to cause huge friction. Israel, they wanted to, keep the peace, but they wanted the power. And they wanted the truth to come out about how bad Israel treats the people and how they came across being spoiled and selfish with the and they lost control. Israel thinks Iran loses control of uh, how they act toward their people, how they're abusive, and how they treat their people and the other people. The Israel didn't like how Iran was treating the Americans and their allies. They didn't like it at all. They were pissed off with that, and they thought they were controlling. They thought everything had to be their way or the highway. I feel, yeah, I feel like they were very controlling. Israel thought Iran always was controlling and thought it had to be their way or the highway, like I said. And they had anxiety. This is the kind of swords. This is emotional card. They felt anxiety. They were worried about always having to protect themselves because of the bombs going off, the fighting. They worry about people getting hurt, injured, killed. In the past, they've worried about, they had fears, they got depressed, the people got depressed because they didn't know when the bombs would go out. They were scared shitless. So they were scared, they had despair, they had trauma, they had probably post-traumatic stress disorder. Who wouldn't? If you always living in Israel always felt like with Iran, they were always on alert. They had probably had post-traumatic stress disorder. I feel like they feel, they could never, be calm, like have a couple, maybe they would have one nice day of peaceness, but then they would, be threatened, like, oh, we're going to bomb you, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. So they had a lot of depression and they would fear because they were scared that they would constantly be bombed and threats. And this is the King of Cups. And yeah, they were overprotective of themselves. Israel was very protective of themselves because they didn't like how they were being treated. Like in a lot of these cards, I said this, they don't like the way that Iran is treating them. They think they're treating, and they also think the prime minister of Iran is very moody and sorry. Sometimes that happens. Sorry. He is very moody. You don't know where his mood goes. He probably has maybe bipolar or something. He is narcissistic. He's very moody. He cheats. He's very deceptive. The people in Israel think the prime minister or whoever runs Iran is very moody. And he's deceptive. You can't trust him. He threatens to bomb them, to come and attack them. Once their land and stuff. And there's a lot of heartbreak because they're losing people they love. A lot of people are getting killed and dying over that country, and they probably don't have the best hospitals and stuff. So and I think they think. They're not. They think the prime minister is kind of jealous of how we are friends with the United States and Europe in the past. And this is the dog friends. The Israel thinks we're friends with America and our allies. So this is the dog card. Today, you'll love without condition. So Israel thinks America loves us unconditionally besides the money and stuff. So we are friends with Israel with the dog card. Also, we're friends with not just the United States, their allies are Europe, Switzerland, England, Switzerland, Germany, and all those people. So we have a lot of allies with Israel. So we're friends with Israel. That's what it says. Okay, it says in the past they were greedy with money and they didn't like how they were being treated in the past. All right, now I'm going to ask, who, there's a question. There's something I want to say. Prime Minister of Israel. Oh, his name is Benjamin. I don't know how you pronounce it. Yeah, I'm seeing Yeah, he's, let me see. Let me look him up. Da-na-na-na. They don't say too much about him. So I guess he's, yeah, he's a prime minister. They don't say too much about the prime minister. So anyway, now I'm going to ask, are they running out of food and stuff in Israel? It's just a question. I'm going to ask three cards. Are they running out of food in Israel? Please tell me, are they running out of food? Because I know, because it's hard sometimes to get food into the country because of the bombing. Are they running low on food? Yes, they are. There's delays in food coming to the region of Israel, because of the bombings and stuff. They have to air dry, fly them up and drop them. And landing it's very hard for us Americans to give them food because of the war and the fighting and the frustration. The Israel people are frustrated about not having food and stuff. I guess they don't have the maybe it's too hot for them to grow gardens, and how could they if they were being bombed and everything? I don't think you can grow a garden. And in the waiting, the waiting for the food to come, they're trying to be patient to have more food. Maybe the Americans could help. They think the Americans are going to help, and they have to wait. And they also think Europe's going to come and help, and their allies. In their panic, though, they're panicking because they're worried that they're not going to have enough food for the people, and they don't want to starve. So they're panicking. They're worried about not having. I feel like they're worried that they don't have enough food. They might starve, and not enough food, water, and stuff to survive. And it's probably very drought. I'm gonna look. Is it very drought and they try to have energy for it because the people who are trying to have more energy. They're trying to have more energy and passionate about getting enough food so they can fight with the allies and against Iran. Israel is trying to fight against Iran, so they're trying to have more energy and have more food so they can build up their bones and eat healthy. Try to eat healthy, and they try to be fearless and not take any crap from Iran. They don't like the bombing. They think it's unfair. They think it's crap. So they can be impulsive too. They're like, okay, we're not going to take any crap. Sometimes they don't look in the long range picture. Israel, they just go impulsive, which is kind of dangerous. But they're very impulsive because they don't want to be attacked by Iran, and they're impulsive and they're fearless, and they're not going to take any crap from Iran. They want to, stand up for themselves. They don't want to, they want Americans to and the Europeans and our allies to help. All right, and here is they have negative thoughts about not having enough food. They feel sad. They feel depressed about not having enough food, and they feel mentally victimized. They feel like I said, they have post-traumatic stress disorder. They feel like the victims from Iran constantly bombing them, and it's not good for the psyche and for the children. It must be terrible for children and the old people having to not have enough food and feel victimized. They feel victimized and there's restrictions on how much food that can come in because, the bombings. Like I constantly say, they're under attack and they want to find food from, the airplanes, and they try to find food from other ways, Maybe they try to grow it or something. Okay, I'm going to look. I know this might be a silly question, but I'm going to say, do they ever try to grow their own vegetables in Israel? Do they ever, why not? Ask them. Do they ever try to grow their own vegetables and stuff? I know that's a weird question, but I'm going to ask that, and then I'll ask the war questions and stuff. because I want to think something positive for a minute. Do they grow their own vegetables in Israel, or is it too dry and hot that nothing will grow? So please tell me, in Israel, do they grow their own vegetables? All right, 3 cards. Do they grow their own vegetables? No, they don't. They don't. But they want goals. They want to try something different. Maybe in the future they might try to do alternatives for they won't starve. They want to do something else to make it better, the lives better. And they fear of the unknown. They fear of the unknown, what's going to happen in the future of Israel. They don't know what's going to happen because of what's going on. And they have lack of planning. Maybe they don't do prepping like a lot of us. I do. I'm a prepper, and so maybe they don't lack of planning. Like they don't have enough food to plan ahead. If something happens, they don't plan. In the playing it safe, they try to hide in. Like they did in the 50s and 60s in America, and some Europeans like your UK, they did a hide and cover when the bombs hit. So the planning, it's safe, they planning safe. They probably try, they live in fear all their lives because they are used to the bombing. So they probably try to play it safe, always have sleep with one eye open. So they always do that. And this is the King of Wands. They like their leader. They think the leader in Israel is a good leader. They think he's thinking of the bigger picture. They think he's doing the best he can under the circumstances. He doesn't want to have this conflict with Iran, but if they're going to keep on bombing, eventually it's going to happen. He's going to overcome challenges. I think he's going to talk to the Americans and Europe and get our help. I think he's going to be in talks with Harris or whoever's in charge and say, "Can you help us out? We need money to stop the war." Okay, I'm going to ask: I know they probably did this, but I'm going to ask: Did the United States and the Allies give money to Israel to stop Iran? Please tell us, did the Americans and our allies give money to Israel to fund them to stop Iran from bombing them and attacking? Please let me know. I'm going to do 3 cards. There is avoid conflict. They want to avoid conflict, so they ask, but they want to avoid conflict with the United States by asking them money. They think they ask enough many times for money, and they don't want to, avoid conflict, saying, "Oh, can we borrow or have like $1 million?" And they want to avoid, conflicts with the Americans or Europeans or our allies, and say, they want to agree. They agree to disagree. We might help them out, but we agree to disagree on how much we should help. And there's opportunities. They're going to have opportunities to ask us for money to help them out, and there's choices. They're going to be different choices. Maybe they'll have, like they say, wash when you wash my hand, I'll scrub your back. Maybe they'll give them opportunities of giving him money. If you give us, I don't know, oil or whatever, do some opportunities like swapping. They'll give them opportunities. Maybe you have to pay with interest, and they'll wishful thinking that it's going to happen. They're going to hope Israel will help, that the United States and their allies will give them money or supplies to better their cause. And the Ace of Cups, they feel very emotional and the loss of what's going on, Israel with going, and they feel empty inside because they feel like this is hopeless. Like they want to. A lot of people are crying because there's constantly fighting, and they feel there's no peace, and there's no light in the end of the tunnel. They feel real crappy, but they love each other. You know, they love their fellow Israel people. They love each other, and they're going to try to stick up for each other, and not going to let the bad guy put them down. And they're very reserved in their emotions. Some of them are very, you know, they're not going to show their emotions. They're going to put it inside, because a lot of people are like that. They keep their emotions inside. Okay, ooh, this is draining, but I'm going to go on. Is Israel going to be finally going to say enough is enough with Iran, and they're going to fire back? Or are they going to just let them get abused? Are they finally going to attack because of all the attacks? Are they going to say enough is enough? Can I take any? I'm going to swear sometimes. So enough shit's going on. I'm not going to take any more crap. So I'm going to see. Are they going to say enough is enough? We're not going to take any more crap. Take any more crap from them? And are they going to fight back and start attacking Iran? I want to do this too.
Come on, Lane.
Okay, don't say my name.
Don't forget to take you.
Yep. Yeah, I took her out. All right. Yeah. Please tell.
Anything?
All right. So please tell us. All right. Let me know. Please take me out. Let's see. Okay. All right. 4. Okay, let's see. Oh boy. Please let me know. Are they gonna be doing, is there gonna be more attacks? Oh boy. All right, here we go. Yeah, there's gonna be more attacks. The King of Cups, they're going to think they're very romantic. They think they're very charismatic. They think they're charmer. Israel thinks they're very charming, the charismatic, King of Cups. They're going to follow with their heart on how they're going to be attacking. All right. They feel betrayed by how Iran is treating them, so they feel betrayed, and they're going to battle, and they're going to fight, and they're going to have disagreements, and there's going to be winning at all cost. I feel like they're going to continue fighting and having arguments. They're not going to stop with the arguments. I feel Israel is going to continue. Yeah, I think they're not going to surrender, and they're going to argue, and they're going to win at all costs. They're not going to keep down. So they are going to start to fight back, and they're not going to take any crap from Iran. I feel Israel is going to start fighting. Also, they think it's a burden having all these attacks happening, and the burden of always being bombed and stuff, not doing anything. So I feel like they're going to work hard on finding, they want to resolve it and work hard to resolve it, but if it doesn't work out, they're going to hard work. They're going to struggle on getting to attack them, because they've been bombed, and some of their places that have been bombed might not have it. Like if they're places that have ammunition have been bombed, they're going to have difficulty getting more weapons and stuff. So, and they feel burdened, like, oh God, why do we have to do this? They don't want to fight. They want peace. They don't want to fight. They don't want to fight, but they will if they have to. They're not going to, I feel like that. And this is Empress. They want to be nurturing. To the people that they with, you know, they want to be positive with the people with the allies and the people. They're the fellow man or women. This is a feminine card, but I feel like they want to develop a good relationship with our allies. Israel wants to have a good relationship because you don't want a bad relationship. You want a good relationship with the allies, so they could. I don't know if no one wins in a war, but they want to be able to be able to beat in this round with Iran. They want to beat in this round. And this is a peek up. You are born to shine and inspire. So they want to inspire, they want to inspire people to know that Israel is not a person that you can fight with and get away with crap. So, these are the peacocks. Yeah, that's Michaela. She wants to say hi. They don't want to be looked at like you can take advantage of them. They're not going to be like, oh, we're not going to sit down and take crap from them anymore. That's what it says here. They're not going to take any more crap from them, and they're going to be hardworking, and they're going to fight with what they got and all the money they can get, and with all the weapons and the people they have on their side. They're going to work hard against. So they're gonna have fighting. This fighting is going to happen. So is this gonna? I'm going to ask. Is this going to happen for the? Are we going to be targeted next? I'm going to ask that. A lot of people don't want to know, but I'm going to tell. Are they going to? I know we are involved, but are we going to be targeted by Iran? Is Iran and their allies, China, Russia, are they going to start threatening us and say, oh, we're going to bomb you? I know in the past, Iran has threatened United States, but are they going to do anything? Are they really going to talk the talk, or are they just blowing off their, ASS? So, are they gonna? Is Iran gonna really threaten us and do something? I'm gonna do 3 cards, and this other card. I use oracle cards too. I like oracle cards. They're fun. I think they're really fun. Because. Like I said, this is entertainment purposes only. I just like to know what the future will hold. They are constant. They want, this is the moon in reverse. They want calmness. They don't want to fight us. They don't want to have, I feel they want clarity. They don't want to fight the Americans, Iran doesn't want to fight with us. They're emotional about it, and they're confused because they're not sure how things would turn out. If they started a war with us, Iran, they wouldn't know what hit them, because I feel they're very emotional, and right now they're willing to do stuff, but they're fearful of doing anything because they're finding the truth might cost them dearly. So they're confused. They're confused, and they don't know what the consequences would be with doing. The consequences would be demonstration. Queen of Swords. They're critical. They're very critical of us. The Irans. They're overbearing. They're threatening us all the time, saying, "Oh, if you're going to be with Israel, we're going to attack you and your allies." So they're very overbearing, and they're easily influenced by Russia, China, and so they're overbearing, and they're cold heartless, and they don't care about us and our people. So I feel like, and they're very dangerous. They are a dangerous country, Iran. Don't put anything past them. They are very dangerous. It says they are cold-hearted and dangerous. And don't put anything past. You might not think Iran is dangerous, but they do. And they're heartbreakers too. They're heartbreakers. They can heartbreak you. They can stab you with a knife. And they can betray you. So don't trust them, because they say one thing but they do another. They can betray you, like they say one. Like I said, they say one thing and they do another. If you would never want to be working with with Iran, because they would turn on you in a dime. So they're not, and it's sad that we have to be fighting with them, and they're sad because they don't want to fight us, but they would if they had to. acceptance. They would accept the inevitable of what's going to happen. So it says that they would go after us, but they don't want to. So I'm going to clarify with two more cards. Tell us what's going on with Israel. Just, any last thoughts about Israel? Anything in the future we should know about? The last two cards for Israel. Can you let us know? Because we know you've been through hard times, and my thoughts are with you, Israel, our allies. So just two cards, please. People of Israel. They're trying to be intelligent about what the war that's going to come. This is the Queen of Swords. They're judging the people they're fighting against. They want to be protective. They want to learn how to fight in a better way. Maybe they'll learn how to fight a better way. Maybe they'll have people train them to be better at fighting. And they want people to support. Like I said, constantly say the allies. They want the allies to support them. They want their people to support them. And they're very into the unbiased judgment. They try not to be biased against us, and we try to be not biased against them. And they're very into education. Israel, they want to learn more and more about technology, about weapons and stuff. Maybe they study maybe they have some computers or learn. Maybe they watch, I don't know if they ever watch TV or YouTube or something. I don't know if they do that. They develop skills, maybe better way to fight, better weapons, better performances. So, and they have different tasks on how to fight and prepare for, there are people who prepare, maybe they hide in their bunkers, and there are some people who do prepare for a case when war breaks out. They do prepare. So I feel like they do prepare for if anything should happen. So, and I'm going to do one more card for the animal. Oh, sorry. And this is the lion. You have within you all the courage you need. So you're Israel, you're going to have a lot of courage when this comes out. If you're going to war, you're going to have a lot of courage and let go of the past and claim your so they say let go of your past. Try not to let the past bother you, and look forward to the future and do the best you can with what's going to be going on in the future. So sorry if this was a long video, but I think it was important for you guys to find out what's going on in Israel, people who live in Israel or our allies. So this is what I thought. And you guys be safe wherever you are, and take care. And like I said, this is entertainment purposes, and be safe and take care, and bye.